All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. This is chapter 8.4, where we are going to multiply and divide rational expressions. So three main goals here. We're going to simplify a rational expression, we're going to multiply them, and we're going to divide them. So first off, what is a rational function? A rational function is any function of the form f of x divided by g of x, where f of x and g of x are polynomials. So, for example, if f of x was x squared plus 2x plus 1 and g of x was x minus 1, then this would be the rational function with the f of x in the numerator and g of x in the denominator. Okay, so that is a rational function. It is any function where the numerator and the denominator are both polynomials. Okay, now a rational function is considered simplified if the numerator and the denominator have no common factors, which means if we want to simplify a rational expression, we first factor everything, right? Take a look at every polynomial and factor everything. And then you divide out or cancel factors that are common in the numerator and the denominator. So let's look at an example of this. We have 40x plus 20 divided by 10x plus 30. Notice that this is of the form f of x divided by g of x, right? There's my two functions. So the first thing we want to do is factor, 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 okay? Now I notice that in the numerator that 40 and 20 are both divisible by 20. So that means I can factor out a 20, and that becomes 2x plus 1. And in my denominator, they're both divisible by 10, which means I can factor out a 10. 10, so that makes it x plus 3. Now that I've got it factored, I cancel out or divide anything that I can. So 2x plus 1 and x plus 3, those are different things. However, 20 divided by 10, that reduces to 2. So the final simplified answer will be 2 times 2x plus 1 over x plus 3, right? Factor everything and cancel. Cancel anything we can. Let's do another example. Here we have a trinomial on the top and the an x squared minus 9. Notice that this is a perfect square down in the bottom here. So what multiplies to be negative 15 and adds to be negative 2? That's going to be x minus 5 and x plus 3, right? Negative 5, that's 15, negative 15. Add them, negative 2. Now the bottom, remember that since this is a perfect square, it's what multiplies to be negative 9 and adds to be 0. That's x minus 3, x plus 3. So we factored everything, right? That was our first thing to do, which is factor. And then our second thing to do, which is to cancel. Notice that there's an x plus 3 in the numerator and the denominator. So those can cancel. So my final simplified answer is x minus 5 over x minus 3. So when simplifying a rational function, you need to factor everything and then cancel out any common terms from the numerator and denominator. All right, I've got a couple of practice for you back to do on your Canvas, so go ahead and go do that, submit your answers, and then we'll see you in the next video.